Welcome to Micken Hikes. Today, for our first hike, we're going to be walking down the Ebury Way, we're going to go onto the canal, and we're going to go through Cassiobury Park, and we're going to head for Watford. So here we are, walking down the Ebury Way. The Ebury Way, when it originally opened, was originally supposed to be, or was, a railway that connected Rickmansworth and Watford. Now though, you can't see any of the remains, except for a few rails. It has been transformed into this cycle path, footpath and bridleway. And also the Ebury Way is a diverse place for nature, and that's backed by the wonderful waterways they have here, giving a good opportunity for flora and fauna to thrive. And here is a piece of evidence from when the railway was in operation. You can see this is an old sign saying level line 6, and it's on this concrete pillar. So I'm not entirely sure in what situation or what circumstance this would be displayed. I imagine something potentially guiding the miners about where to drive or where stock was found, but it could just be as simple as it's showing people which line was which. Here is some ivy growing off of this tree. You may notice it as one of these green big plants over there that grow up the tree, but this is growing out of the tree, and it's distinguishable based on these nice green leaves. Here is another excellent piece of evidence about the old railway line. You can see this looks a lot like a railway line, but if you feel it, it feels like solid metal, and the tracks are quite thick and there's not a big distance between them, so it leads me to wonder, what are they? Drop me your thoughts in the comments below. As we're walking down, on the left hand side is a fisherman's lake, and on the right hand side is also a fisherman's lake. Running parallel to this path going this way and this way is the Grand Union Canal, which we will be joining very shortly. It connects Warwickshire and it goes down through Stratford-upon-Avon and through Birmingham, and it ultimately ends up in London at the Paddington Basin. You can see by the vast number of bike tracks that this area is well used by cyclists as well. And here is one of the many locks found along the Grand Union Canal. You can hear the lovely sound of water, and the purpose of a lock is to, well, you can see that this piece of water is high up, this piece of water is low down, and when a boat wants to pass, water from this area will go to this area, balancing it up, and ultimately the gates will open, allowing the boats to pass. And this lock is called Lotsmead Lock 80. And here is an example of an open lock in which the water is the same on both sides of the lock. The mechanics are very interesting, very old-fashioned as well, relying on chains and body power. So here is one of the many railway bridges that serve the London Underground, more specifically the Metropolitan line, that we will pass under. Normally I would wait here until a train passes over, but I've done my prior research and I've worked out that no trains are operating between Amersham, Chesham and Watford and Harrow on the Hill today. So therefore, given that we are nearing Croxley, there will be no service and no trains going over, but I will try and insert a picture from Train Simulator of a train passing over now. So we are just approaching Croxley Common Moor. There's another bridge up there, and here is yet another lock. We've been walking for quite a while. I say quite a while, 15 minutes since we last did a video, and this seems to be number 79. I assume the number 79 indicates the number, so I imagine this is Lotsmead 79, given that the last one was 80. So this way, the numbers are going down in the locks, and that way, they're going up. And we have just arrived at this disused railway bridge. You can see Watford's over there. You can see because of the skyscraper type building. And up here is a disused railway bridge. There's not many clues as to what it was or what it used to do or which service it used to provide, but my best guess is that it used to serve as a Metropolitan line extension and now it's not needed, resulting in it being disused. So we are approaching a road bridge, or more specifically, two road bridges. This road going above us, and we're going to be going under, is called Two Bridges. And there's a bus stop just over there called Two Bridges Bus Stop. That's because the road is 2 lanes, is between one roundabout and another with the harvester over there, and both sides of the roads are on different bridges. So you can actually stand here and see the gap, and you can see that Watford, there's the sign to the entrance of Watford. And over there, when we get closer, I will tell you some more about that tube line bridge. And here is another Metropolitan line bridge. This one is very high compared to the other ones, and Croxley Station is over there, and Watford Station is over there. And it's a lovely bridge, it's nice and blue. And actually in my train simulator Metropolitan line add-on pack, they've just added this bridge in, which is very interesting. And to the right, there's some nice scenic views looking over land towards the right, and here's the bridge information. And the trend of the numbers going downwards as we go past the locks increases, or continues rather. Cassiobury Bridge lock 78 is this one, and it looks like some boats are just about to pass. And the lock is just a few hundred metres that way, and we are now approaching this bridge, and we are about to cross this bridge, and we are going to come off of the canal just on the other side, and we're going to go up and we're going to go along that way. And here is the Cassiobury Park area, in which they are redeveloping some land right next to the cafe. Interestingly, Cassiobury Park has been rated one of the top 10 parks in the United Kingdom, and we're about to take the final stretch to Watford. So here we are. You can see we are slowly but surely approaching the end of Cassiobury Park. Over there, you can see the road over there, and to the right, some lovely woodland areas, and over to the left you can see some beautiful wide open fields. You can hear the fauna and you can see the flora, and all of the ecosystems and biodiversity here is clearly thriving. Cassiobury Park was originally known as Cassiobury Estate, and it was a posh estate, and these trees lined the path down the driveway, just like at the Tamworth Rugby Club. And over there is Cassiobury Park Bandstand. In the summer, the area around here and around the playground that you saw in the time lapse, it's absolutely heaving with people. It gets so busy. And for Guy Fawkes Night, the fireworks over here make the area so busy. And over there's the bandstand, which in February, like it is today, it is not that busy. And here is a tree, but not any old tree. This is a veteran tree. Here is a sign explaining as to why they are fencing this tree off. There's another tree fenced off just over there, and another one you could have seen in the time lapse just further over there. This one is to protect the natural heritage. It's important to note that they've missed an apostrophe there, because let is a contracted form of let us, therefore there should be an apostrophe between the T and the S, but we'll glide past that because it is a very beautiful tree. And that brings us to the end of the walk. We're about to have lunch and have a relax in Watford, and this is the path we've just walked down. I've really enjoyed this hike. It has taken us about 2 and a bit hours. It took us 12,500 steps, and just under 10 kilometres. Burnt 432 calories, and it has been a really pleasurable and enjoyable hike. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and let me know down in the comments what hikes you would like me to do next. Thank you for watching, and keep on hiking. Bye.